Now, this is a wall mounted fireplace that can also be recessed if you have the space for it. And it is absolutely fantastic. Once we get it set up, it is one of the most beautiful wall pieces I've ever seen. But that's not to say that this install did not come with difficulties. And I hope that any information that I share with you guys can be used to decide if this is something that you want to add to your home. My friend and I tackled this process, and overall, it took us just under an hour to get everything set up and organized the way that we wanted to. But there were just some issues that we had with some of the installation process. The first being that the instructions were just kind of hard to understand. The diagrams that they provided did help, but the written instructions can tend to confuse you if you don't stop and, sit there and really read them. The first part of our process here was to find the studs and then make sure that we got the holes drilled for them. However, the instructions kind of make it seem as though you could put these into sheetrock or some other material and use the reinforcers that they provide to install this, but this is too heavy for that. If you don't have studs, it's not recommended that you install this. Like, you have to make sure that you have the spacing for studs appropriate for this, and then drill into those and use the studs rather than just the drywall or the sheetrock. That's something that I personally didn't know. My friend here has installed stuff like this before and is like, no, you have to put the studs. This kind of thing is too heavy. So that's just kind of a note from what I learned to you guys out there who may want to purchase this product. Here you're going to see one of our first little run-ins with a complication provided by not only just the instructions, but the pieces of the fireplace itself.
Tell me what's wrong with this picture.
I don't see.
The bracket is ain't.
Oh yeah, it is kind of bent out of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was where some of our first doubts kind of formed with the assembly process for this electric heat place.
I mean, you can see. Look, it's.
Oh, I see.
And the only direction it can go is more offset.
So having this in mind, we wanted to just make sure that we took the utmost care when we were doing all the screw-in portions and the installation of the holes into the studs. We took the utmost care, and the patience and hard work were definitely rewarded at the end. We found the studs, got the spacing of the holes on the actual fireplace themselves, marked them on some tape, put them on the wall, and then proceeded to get on with some drilling. After that, the rest was pretty easy. All we had to do was get it onto the hooks and make sure that we tightened the screws as far as they would go without, making sure that they were too close to the wall to not be able to lift above it. So that was something that was super helpful. But when we got everything sorted, I mean, it was absolutely stunningly beautiful. And we were absolutely wholeheartedly secure in the fact that it would stay on the wall. This is some of the accessory it comes with, such as 4 pieces of driftwood, a bigger piece of driftwood, and these really awesome crystals that are really used to accessorize. What's also really cool is that it comes with this really awesome remote control that makes it easy to adjust the settings, but you can also adjust it from the top right corner as you see here. It's really awesome because you can adjust the heat, the settings, the timers, the flame color, the intensity options. And it's amazing because it also includes a safety shutoff feature to prevent overheating, which is essential for continuous use. But I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. You can see the kitty cat Ducky, absolutely wholeheartedly interested because it just looks really pretty. You can choose any combination of the accessories that it comes with. So like we chose to go with the 4 little pieces and the crystals. This is the remote, and as you can see, you can change the settings to how you want to. It's default set to Celsius, so don't let that throw you off. But the temperature range is functional for all sorts of reasons. You can leave it on HH or LL, which is for high mode or low mode, which will continuously blow out at that temperature, or you can set it to a specific temperature and it will auto turn off when the area gets at that temperature. So it's just got some really cool features in that regard, but it looks absolutely amazing. It's fantastic. It's a wonderful addition to any home, and if you're looking for a way to heat your home in a manner that is really awesome and compact. This is a way that I would definitely recommend if you know what you're doing or if you have someone in your close vicinity to help you. You have to know about the studs. You cannot necessarily go off the instructions with the reinforcers and drywall. It's just, it's too heavy. It's a really nice piece, but make sure you are installing properly.